NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First down, Indianapolis.
Now Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Again, it's Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. We'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Sticking with Walker on second down. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When you find more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking a fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Looking to throw, dart. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Let's go. 19 sight. 70 Lions. Dragon 60. Okay. We got to switch it up. We got to switch it up. Let go.
Daniel's going to throw for it. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
We're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready up.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Down the left sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Lawrence will throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. How about that
for a momentum swing. You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead,
they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there.
Played yourself. You should have took the money.
Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble. And now off to the races, down the right side.
Tell them, cuz, always take the money, man. Don't leave the money on the floor, man. Take the money.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have regained the lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
To throw is Daniels.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Daniels looking to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave.
And it's intercepted.
Well, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
Gibbs straight ahead.
They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Hey, run. Hey, tomato.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had that low down him before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. He connected on his first, this from 41. Myers' kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now, 13-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still winning, and how you continue to lead.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They go play action. Daniels. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 42. A gain there of 21 yards. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Come on.
And now an audible here into something else. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come out 2nd and 12.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
19 Lions. Hurt. Let's go.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Red on red.
Lawrence.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hey, run. This is hot.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
A nice little juke. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
It's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 65.
Now Daniels.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Here we go. Set. Panther 6.
A final shot before break. Daniels.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he is going to have a Texans first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know,
and he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's to the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now Lawrence. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Great job. Hey, run.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's DJ Turner who's got it. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. It's Lawrence. First mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Deep one for Johnston.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Now a deep one for Johnston. And he fires one incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
He lets it go deep for Olave. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On play action, Lawrence slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive will have the issue in the first half as well. And it's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Walker. He is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this in about the 28. How about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Texans first down.
Right side, and he finds Gray. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Come on, come on. Set.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
These are the situations that really test the defense. Those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
Now Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and putting the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Hey, tomato. Done.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down and 6.
Lisa 24.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Terry McLaurin, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Here's Walker to start the drive. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ready.
Again, it's Walker. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
19 tight, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Dragon 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. Mustang 19.
Daniels going to throw for it. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And the Texans first
7
down.
Pirates. 18 Rattler.
First and 10 at the
To the air goes Daniels. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Xavier Worthy, 42 yards. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Already know I got on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Precious on the globe. Got trying to snapshot my soul. Running back pockets on swole.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
Let's go now.
will line up for the
60
two-point
Bison.
conversion.
60 Bison. Ready?
They're going to try and run. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game.
Texans 14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Ready, go.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier. And my goodness, another interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Through the middle of the field. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Though definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here. And that
is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line.
It's a gain of 33.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Brings up second.
They run again with Walker. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Buffalo 18. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Daniels looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are now going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Set it. Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 tight. 19 tight.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Lisa 24. It's on.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On on this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive of a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. It's so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there.
First and goal.
Hey, Ron.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So it's a high five for that one. His fifth rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. So the Colts again going for two.
Fred on rest.
Will line up for the 2.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Colts, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, add another loss to the...
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling.
Bring them out, bring them out.
All my hot girls yelling.
Bring them out, bring them out.
All the dope boys yelling.
Bring them out, bring them out.
Front the back, they yelling.
Bring them out, bring them out.
Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the brick. Talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that
never been in skate town. On national, you know it go down.